Saturday morning, it's 8 o'clock, and I'm sat in my usual place, on the toilet. You might be wondering why. In fact, this is quite good for me. Usually I'm up at least twice in the night, because my stoma bag, well, here's my stoma bag. Well, this is a new stoma bag actually. Here's my old stoma bag. It's full. To spare my blushes, I've got my dressing gown on. This morning I had a leak, so I couldn't film when I wanted to because I had to go and get changed. I basically woke up and had, well, shit all down me, and so the only thing to do was to go and get changed quickly. So at the moment, my stoma, you probably can't see it, this might not be very dignified and I don't want to be undignified, but my stoma is, well, it's here on my stomach, and it's covered with a white bit of tissue, and for once, because it's early in the morning, it has actually stopped working, so it stopped squirting, which means I might have a chance to change it. Anyway, I will try to film changing it, if the camera allows, whilst I guess telling you a bit about myself. My husband just woke up, and as usual, I'm in a bad mood in the morning. I've not had my coffee yet. Oops, and I can't have my coffee until I've changed my stoma bag. I can't have anything to eat or drink. Otherwise it will squirt everywhere and make a complete mess. Now I just went into that bedroom to get this bag here, which is full of stoma supplies, because I didn't have enough in the bathroom. So that was interesting. This basically is a base plate. I just don't have any bag or lip. Well, I have plastic bags, and those obviously actually waste. What I actually do need to do, I've got quite a busy day today. Well, we're Skyping my brother. My brother moved to Australia 6 months ago. They're in pain, don't get me wrong, my brother's married. Not married, has a partner, Camilla. They have 2 children. They're lovely, lovely family, lovely people, but they drive us mad. But they're the only close family we have. I have, but my parents died nearly 2 years ago now. And in case you're wondering why I have a stoma bag, I have a chronic illness, or rare illness, called vasculitis. I don't know if you caught that with me opening this, which means that I can't have children naturally. So I'm going to attempt filming changing my stoma bag. I'm not even sure if this is in shot, but just to explain what I'm talking about, I'm actually really lucky at the moment because this is really good for me. Normally this would be squirting all over the place, and there would be absolutely no chance that I would actually be able to film this. But let's give it a go. So the first thing is to clean it up properly and to make sure there's no well, residual bits of sticky or poo or anything horrid around it. So give it a good clean, because it was leaking everywhere this morning. And leaking everywhere basically means having lots of poo all down me. Woke up with it all over my clothes. Wasn't very pleasant. I just have to get the new roll. Okay. So I have to now dry off the bag. If this squirts, it's going to go all down my pants. And I've just put some pants on so that I just blow my blushes, basically. It has a life of its own, a mind of its own. Some people name them. I'm not sure about that. Some people call them Sally's Stoma or Steve's Stoma. Mine's just my Stoma. In fact, I tend to refer to it as my bagel. I'm having problems with my bagel. So now I'm putting on a protective spray to protect my skin because it gets very sore. So that goes all around everywhere, because some of these pastes have alcohol in them and they can be quite harsh. And now the trick is I have to let that dry before I put on the paste. Quite often at this point, especially during the night, if I have to get up to do this at 3 in the morning, it's very, very tricky because the bag just keeps squirting. As in not the bag, sorry, the stoma keeps squirting, which means that the skin can't dry, which means you keep having to wipe it, which means it gets sore, which means an hour later I'm still sat on the toilet. So I'm just patting the skin to see whether the spray is dry, because I don't really have much time. I have to put this paste on straight away. This paste is alcoholic and it stings, but the idea is that it helps to seal everything, to stop my poo, which is very, very liquid, from leaking out of the edges of the appliance, which is kind of a sticky base plate thing, which is basically this, and going everywhere. So I'm patting this down with a wet finger. It has to be a wet finger or it sticks. Sometimes I have to do this every day, twice a day or 3 times a day. Other times it's every couple of days, every 3 days maybe. Right, but it's a juggling act, you know. Sometimes I have to get this on quickly before the poo starts coming through. So I managed to get my new base plate on, which is basically this bit. It started squirting again, so I couldn't keep well, actually the video camera ran out, and it started squirting again in between times whilst I was uploading a photo, and anyway, so I didn't really have the time. I couldn't go in with it being like it was. Anyway, basically that's kind of the story of my mornings. This bag has just been on for a few seconds, and it's already getting full. So what I need to do is clip the bag back on over the top. That bit's normally a real relief. That can sometimes be after hours of waiting that the bag will finally go on, by which point I usually go back to sleep, or I sometimes have a cup of tea or a coffee. My lovely husband is downstairs now making coffee, so I think that's probably enough. And anyway, we're Skyping my brother and his family, who live in Australia, at 10 o'clock. So we'll see how that goes. I've not spoken to them in a good 6 weeks. Perhaps I could come back and speak properly to the camera now. It's interesting. My brother's family, we get on really well with them, but they drive us mad at the same time. But my parents died almost 2 years ago, so my brother is really the closest family that I have. I don't have any other sisters or brothers, and the rest of my family is Chris's family, his mum and dad. As I have, you might be wondering why I have a stoma. I have a chronic illness called vasculitis, which is an autoimmune disease which attacks my intestines. I currently have a stomach ulcer. I'm hoping it's not too serious, but obviously I'm worried. Last year I nearly lost most of my stomach. So it's tricky. It's tricky. We would like to have children, but I can't. And maybe we can look into egg donation as a possibility. That's something that we can do until I'm 50. I'm not quite 39 yet, so there's hope. But it's a source of stress and a source of tension. We would just like to have a normal life, but this is just one of my many morning routines. I have a lot of medication to go and take, and I'm used to it. I just get on with it. Anyway, I need to get a shower and get prepared for the day. It's almost 9 o'clock. So thanks for listening.